terribly sorry. I woke up a little bit late. And something I noticed in the playback of the other thing is I didn't hear the music. Works so hard, and I forgot to turn it on. So you can hear the music, right? Oh, so hello. I mean, I suppose I was bound to be late for a stream eventually. Might as well make it sooner rather than later. Alright, good. Ooh, bit of a delay with YouTube streams. I see the notice. Also, there we go. But yeah, I don't know why. I just slept terribly last night. By the way, for today, we got Disco Elysium. All I really know is that it's extremely dialogue heavy. And a bit French. No, yeah, not just that. Like, I have like a live chat popped up. I could see just because of OBS. And yeah, usually when I was doing the Twitch stream the other day, it was like almost an instant like match between this little thing right here. Turn around. This thing here. And the little thing on OBS. Yeah, this is like a 1-2 second delay. But I mean, since I got a bit late, let's start. Just go ahead and just get started. Oh. Do I want to be a little bit above? That's a good question. Yeah, there's always a little bit of stream delay. Like on viewer end, that is. But yeah, I was going through all the options yesterday. Making sure the game sound is coming through. Yeah, streamer mode. And if I did play through Twitch, people could influence the game. Voting for options and making things easier or harder on me. Also got dyslexic font. Unavailable in Chinese. Huh. Interesting. Ooh, I do not want... Alright guys, first playthrough, we're doing hardcore. No. I mean, how are we supposed to know? It's not really giving us, Wait, how is the sound? Like, how's it sounding on your end? Like the audio balancing. Let's turn it a bit down on my end. Oof. But yeah, how's it sounding? Alright, good. Also, that's a really neat feature. They could just switch like 2 languages. I'm not exactly sure why you would use that, but I mean, it's neat. Like maybe you're playing it once time, you got a friend who like comes over and listens to it and speaks only a different language. I mean, better to have it than not to, I guess. Oh dear. New game. Man, look at the mutton chops on this guy. Alright, let's see. Thinker. Extremely intelligent. Very bad with people. Knows interesting facts. Comes up with original ideas. But 1 physical. Wonder what that be equated to. Sensitive. Very psychological. Magnetic personality. But unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. Interesting. Physical. Extremely physical. Interacts with the world through his body. Get things done, but dumb as a rock. Think, think, think. Intelligence, psi, which, I mean, it's high and sensitive, but low in thinker. What would psi stand for? Like, psychoanalyst? MOT. Motivation? Motor function. I'm not too sure. A strange. FYS. I honestly have not even a clue where that to begin with that. Well, what do y'all think? Or we could be daring and try to make our own. Decisions, decisions. Hey, howdy. Good to see you can make it. And as you can see, we just started. In the sense that with picking on starting stats. I'm just weighing my options. And I mean, if you got an input to put in that you think, I'll be glad to hear it. Let's be daring. Let's make a roam. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, okay. You know, now we can see him. So I could just go back. Average intelligence, a weak psyche, weak physique. Okay, so sight is psyche. FYE, I guess that was physique, which, I mean, like, I guess that's how you spell it phonetically. Motors, and yeah, motor skills. Motorics. Senses, and how agile you are. Hmm. I am a sucker for starting off even. I say this despite not picking the technically all even starting class of Elden Ring with the just almost naked club wheel there. That's someone was trying to get me to choose. Average all around. Just like how I try to live my life. Oh, this is intense. Signature skills. Logic. Psyche. Physique. Listen, it's like technically all even, but it's also master of none and no defense whatsoever. I'd if I wanted to die more easily, I would have fought that horseman some more. Hmm. Oh, I can set anything. Alright, let's see. Wield raw intellectual power. Deduce the world. Eh. Encyclopedia. All upon all your knowledge. Produce fascinating trivia. That's tempting. I do like obscure trivia. Rhetoric. The art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Ooh, but I do enjoy discussion. What is this? Something I'm not mentioning is this art. Oh, you can't see. Alright, it's can't see my cursor. Daniel? There we go. Cursor. You can see it. Yeah, very pretty. Play play the actor. Lie and detect lies. Conceptualization. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Hmm. Visual calculus. Make law of physics work for the law. Eh. That stuff relating to intellect. Interesting. Volition. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. I'm at a good base to build things off of. Just the advantage. Inland Empire. That is, I'm not sure if that's a sense I've heard of. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. That's an interesting way to put it that I've never heard. Empathy. Sorry. Sorry. Unlock the ability to feel for others. Work your mirror neurons. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. I don't think so. Suggestion. Play the puppet master. Meh. Let the world kill me. Pain threshold. Physical instrument. I mean, I feel like most of these are self-explanatory. Flex powerful muscles. Enjoy healthy organs. Electrochemistry. I mean, that's like just the basic fundamentals of the body. Shivers. Raise the hairs on your neck. Tune into the city. That's slightly unnerving. Half-light. Let the body take... Oh, so I'm guessing this is... Half-light is like fight or flight. Oh, that is interesting. Hand-eye coordination. Perception. Ooh, that is really tempting. Reaction speed. Save off air. I mean, I would assume most of the things here, like something I do know about game, it's when it comes to culture-wise, it does lean a bit French, and you'll hear that with the voices. Stun with immense panache. Interfacing. Pick locks and pockets. I know a friend who'd like this. Composure. Straighten your back. Keep your poker face. It's a reminder to y'all. So, straighten your back, or at least stretch it every once in a while. Good for you. But I'm a sucker for like encyclopedia, real tempting, just learning trivia. Probably good for world building. But I admit, I am a plain old sucker for just noticing things. And like that, we're off to the races. If you're at home in the mirror, it is their address, even the clearest water, if deep enough to drown it. Even if deep enough to drown it. Interesting.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
I guess that's a hidden sense, the ancient reptilian brain.
Ever.
Really? Ever?
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Huh. My ancient reptilian brain is Austin Powers. I guess I just gotta not exist.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Oh. I'm divorced. We just started, I'm already divorced. That's a speedrun, baby. Yeah, could you remind me about that?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. Its bloated and shameful ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Okay, so asking now, how's the volume? How's the voices? I know I have the game turned down a bit down in OBS, so I want to check in just how that is. Just like, how's the volume? Is it a bit quiet? Should I turn it up? Turn it down? Also, limbic system. I want to say I knew what that was once upon a time. No, that's not it. Alright. Now. Let's see. Put on the old glasses and yeah, I don't know. You know, is the audio sound, is the voices sounding fine? So I know the music was coming through the main menu, but I don't know if the voices are coming through as good. Also, yeah, can you tell me about that X? Okay, tag quiet. We can bump it up a little bit. That should be good. And if not, we can just turn up the voices directly. Yeah, can you tell me that?
Love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
The first one, I have no clue. But I know from my brother that is a Doctor Who thing. So I'm inherently against it. The option. But number two, that doesn't sound like the most healthy thing either. Alright, that's good to hear. But I mean, it's a show of will, not wanting to get in. I guess that works.
Do you really?
I do. Let me go.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
I'm not sure how I feel about my own senses calling me chef.
Fear and apprehension.
Hey, Insolent Empire.
You should ask what's out there first.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. A brave one. I can think of something, a little bit of an inside joke of who this would apply to. But I'll bite.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
I'm hazarding this is the Earth. How big is it?
Can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
Oh. Okay, so a large ball, infinite, like, too large to perceive, and tiny apes. And the fighting. What about that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That's kind of sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
Pardon me? What you mean by that?
You lost.
Oh, I mean, I would have liked to talk a little bit more, but alright. Ah, ass up in the air is how I live my life. Wait. Oh, I'm naked. A little bit of slap to the face. That'll get me up. Oh, I am worse aware over there. Alright, let's take a look-see. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Alright. Looked like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Oh. Yeah, okay, I'll take an empty cassette tape. My left shoe. The wheel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Huh. My other shoe's on the coat rack. Oh, I must have had a gnarly banger last night. Layer cut trousers.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Yeah, right?
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Yeah, right? My shirt. I'll put it on the clothes. Disco ass blazer. Yeah, alright. Oh, well, I mean, we can check that later. I'll put that back on. Yeah, interesting. Hitting save? Yeah, okay. Is that a tie?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I heard of this game. It's all about... Sorry. That's the other thing I heard of the game. It's about, rolling the dice, rolling the bones, as it were. Let's grab it.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Ow.
This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving.
Yeah, okay, this guy is definitely in a bad way.
For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
That is, pretty bad. Either way, broken window.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Oh, well, that's like over 2/3. Well, let's just look
The
out.
morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
So, must have been me. Also neat. No visual. And a spear, which I assume is supposed to be whatever I threw. What did I break
A
it with my
fine web of
hands?
scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What was it?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It
Check
is
it.
too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force.
There's something about the size of and heavy as a shoe. Interesting.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can
what's the
still
other one?
find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I should go get it.
Cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
I could have sworn I already picked up my other shoe. A map. Two shoes are better than one, I can't deny. Oh, yeah, it's singular. Some long extinct disco animal. Has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back and right sleeve. Interesting. These golden brown trousers are flare cut. I have no idea what that means. Normal bell bottom trousers would be boot cut, but these are far from normal. These are someone's. Yeah, it checks out. It checks out with how this guy seems so far. Hey, look, let's go in the bathroom. I'm pretty sure my shirt's in there. Ugh. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liquors. Ugh.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Yeah, let me put on my shirt first. White satin shirt.
A mirror hangs on the wall, covered in steam.
Oh, a different audio
You
take.
cannot see yourself, just the outlines of a man. You have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Not even a little bit.
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Oh, yeah, let's wipe it then.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Alright, fine. Touch my face. Check it with my own hands.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
How bad could it be?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
It's fine.
It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
What's bad about my tongue?
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I mean, that just sounds like a regular tongue. I'm not dissuaded. I mean, you gotta face the music sometime, right?
Behold,
Oh, that is a up close view. Also, that is a ooh, what a looker. I mean, I've seen worse.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
I have a feeling this is the face of a late stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I mean, if I have no idea of it, it must be by itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
What do y'all think? Should I keep making this face? Should I be like that? I mean, I could understand if you say no. Or, like, no, I should change it. I mean, what do y'all think? I have to know. Yeah. This is the face I got.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Okay.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
It does not look suggestive. I mean, well, something could. It does kind of look like an expression of pain. Superstardom. Is the self-confident option? I'll go with that. I'll say that. Considering I'm vaguely sympathetic. Yeah, this is like a ruggish, like I've clocked some miles too. Look to it.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Oh, that's pretty bad. 3%. It's still a chance.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Ah. Alright, fine. Let's see the source.
Like the rest of you, it
All right.
comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Yeah, all right. But hey, I know who I am. I know what I look like. Now what's this? Anything else? The fan, the tie, which, I mean, the tie probably won't kill me if I don't got it. But I'm clothed properly. Or I have a shoe and the general upper body and lower body. March, the year is 51. Interesting. Oh yeah, the shirt. Ew. Now, if I were a door to the outside. Something on the table. Alright, let's check it. 8.4. I got 40 cents. What do they call it? Huh. I guess I got no way of checking it. Radio. Listen off temperatures.
Hello, officer.
Howdy.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Clase? Is orange disco dancer. I assume that is. I'll admit I don't know a lick of French.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
I mean, might as well admit I don't know anything.
No.
Why'd you call me that?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Sure.
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this time.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
A business being...
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
No. Let's not go with that option. Who'd let me be an officer? I mean, I'm not gonna interrogate this woman for who I am.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
I can't think of many places where they do.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
But this may be the only keys I have who I was, so...
Yes.
Where is here?
You're in a hostel, sir.
Locate, like, position-wise in the world.
We are in Revachol.
Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
That checks out.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
I mean, I could assume several reasons they have something against the police. Tell me one.
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
And it's 51?
It's 51.
Century?
The current century?
The number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
Okay, no numbers for centuries. How many are there?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
I'm guessing what's so funny is that you're telling what's basic facts to me.
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
And, you hear anything last
There
night?
was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Tell me about the music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What was it?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
And I got the empty case. Was it this?
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also
Go on.
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Ah, apologies.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
What next?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
It wasn't a soul?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room.
That is disappointing.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Huh? That's all I got. Thanks for asking.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Hey. Real piece of work, this one. Bon le monde. I don't know. Either way, that was that one door. Could probably go to the balcony and find my other shoe.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Yeah, that would sound like the base functions of the body. Electrochemistry. Base chemical input of the body.
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes.
Am I one?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
That sounds like a bad idea in almost every way.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing.
Ugh.
Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
Yeah, ooh, this guy's in a
And
bad
when you're
way.
done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Ooh, if I were to hazard a guess. If I were to hazard a guess and put my gameplay, like the game developer senses to the test, I'd say that that would mean probably drugs just have like stat boost and drawbacks. I can sleep after a time. Smell the sea makes me dizzy. Just a briny wind washes over you.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
Man, I don't know what they look like, but sure, yeah, let's go with this.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
How they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Yeah, at least I got comfy shoes. Ain't got much, if not that. And nothing I can get from up here. Back in we'll go. And there's nothing else here. Yeah, right. Down we go. Ooh, there's a lot of things. Ooh, karaoke. A music stand.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
I'm currently too hangover for that.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard.
Maybe later.
Through a PA system. By other people.
I mean, okay, sure. Let's humor.
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
I mean, match the inner feelings.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one.
Yeah, that's just intentionally depressing.
You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Sing karaoke. Alright. Okay, what are they again? Empty cassette. I have no idea what I got. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Person.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Let's just rip the band-aid off.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
That's sarcasm.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of that.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I done?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Oh, I see. No, that's what it does.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
I'm gonna have to guess and say that was me.
A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Stair Koari's Skua."
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors while a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Also, can you tell me who he is?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that I did that. Union paraphernalia. Cool, unions. I mean, you were waiting for me. Might as well talk to you
A
first.
bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kim Kitsuragi.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
I don't know.
On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
I mean, might as well shake the hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Yep, definitely French.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Think of a name.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
That's interesting. But a bit much, ain't it?
No, it's not. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop. Say it.
Look at this man. Do you think this man is... I want you to look me dead in the eyes and tell me this is a classy cop. I got no
Yes,
option.
Well,
Doesn't even process what you just said. Just moves on.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Unfortunately, no.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
No.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Honestly, it's the best policy, even if it makes you look like an idiot.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Yes.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
I don't know what to say, man.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Get amnesia, man.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Alright.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Alright.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Yeah, let's look.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Man. I really am in a bad way.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Yeah. Who are you?
Hello, sweetie.
The cryptozoologist's wife. cryptozoologist, so like a scientist for cryptids. He studies Bigfoot. Well, they study Bigfoot. I don't know. Wife to who? I don't know. Howdy.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I ain't Sweetie.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
No. Nah. I get a feeling it's unprompted completely. Nah. And just unloading my amnesia on someone. I think not.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Alright, let's talk to him again.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
God.
You run this place.
Yes.
Responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I mean, might as well fool hog it. Raphael Ambrosia Costa.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Yeah?
I have everything. You?
I got some questions.
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
The body.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get to that courtyard?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
And these are irrelevant to me. That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Ah.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Ooh, 130 in debt, and I have 40 cents to my name. It's not good.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
You're the rest.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
But, what is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
I love everything, man. Since I woke up, I am just in a bad way in multiple ways.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Is this money?
Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
100 times smaller?
Yes.
Okay.
He stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Good luck.
Pay for damages.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Oh.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
South?
You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Hobo cop. That doesn't sound like the best idea.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Yeah, interesting. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Across the raised channel bridge south of here. Fall up. Oh, get up. If they're also in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track D881. You reach Les Domaines Eminent north of Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. I walk down the main addition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. And then I guess, yeah, I'm just doing that. I'm just doing this now. That's not gonna be fun. Oh, I got experience points, don't I? How do I check how many experience points I got? There's a thing I can do? I guess not. Alright. Out we go. Oh, a time of year specific door. That is interesting. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirts read Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Lieutenant, you know this guy?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, a logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
Why is he sleeping?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Ah. Alright.
Yes?
I can't
No
remember anything.
response. He just arches his brow.
Like, I had a real bad, like, stint last night.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
Okay, now, you know, I wasn't expecting actual advice.
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Okay, I'm lacking complete basic information.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Alright.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Alright.
A
Alright.
moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Tell me about
What
the
do you
case.
want to know?
Since I got no memory problems, anything.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
Nothing.
Do you want me to brief you?
Yeah.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
That's kind of insane.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is
Jesus.
an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Did it say who it
A
was?
security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
And the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why do that?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
And that is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Alright. And we're just to find the killer.
That's right.
Okay, but if we're from different precincts, why are we on the case together?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Meaning,
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
you know I'm in a retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Tell me.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Alright.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Yeah.
Good.
That's it. We're good. Out the door. Only 30 minutes from stream time. But we're finally out of the building. Wow. Snow with a wheelbarrow. Street sign away and fuck the police. I would expect nothing less. Piggies go home. Yeah. That's understandable. Pick the bottles up if I had a bag. Yep, there's a giant hole in the fence. Light above descending. Okay, the logo for Revachol. And also a kid's just throwing rocks. Oh, yeah, okay, light won't work for me. $0.20. And magnesium.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is it?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at it?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Alright.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Nice.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Just a ravishing detective. As we just traipse past the body. A magnesium supplement. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
I don't think so.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
Oh, that points to a ladder in the corner. This thing.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Interesting. Also, there's a pig. Nice. Get out of the way, he'll get fucked up. Whoa. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Howdy. Interesting. But I'm not sure what standing on a roof is gonna do for me, so. Let's just do what we're really here and look at the body I immediately just walked past. And maybe talk to the kid throwing a rock at it. Boy, you mind not doing that?
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
That seems a bit rude.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
I've no moment.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
No.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
White swept from his brow and sent another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
I don't even...
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener.
Yeah, man, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Yeah, right.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes.
Ugh.
The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
That's only slightly horrifying.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
That's pretty bad.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
It's vomit.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let it out, which I assume means vomit. Disgusting. Oh, that is sound design right there. Oh.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Nice.
The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Oh, that's the alcohol. Apologies.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Or get some.
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
He points to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
I see. Oh, you two kids have fun throwing rocks at bodies. White handkerchief. Oh dear. Now, where that place would be? I have no clue. Oh dear. Books. A lot of books. A book about Pete. So I'm guessing that's a bookstore. Signs. Ned. Another thing asking me to have a bag. And hey, a sign. I mean, one of those spyglass things. And it's unusable. Alright. General goods store. Sorry. Hmm. Ugh.
Welcome to Rivachol.
The remark isn't addressed to you, but to the lieutenant. But my partner is from this place, ain't it?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Hey. One of those dog whistle kind of deals, I guess.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Yeah, right? Tell me, Kim.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Oh, that's almost certainly a dog whistle.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
God, I don't know that feeling.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Yeah, Kim, I got you back.
You make a cute couple. You know that.
He spits.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes.
Ugh.
Probably Astra Whites.
And I still want to get that aspirin. Oh yeah, this is the place. Oh yeah, I still only have 60 cents. Oh, yellow roses. Dozens of them. Tulips too. Yeah, if we weren't married, would we be together in the corner like this? A melancholy pop plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
And what's this?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
That is.
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Ah.
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
Recycling.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there.
Oh, thank you for the info.
Somewhere.
Thank you for the info. Maybe I can pay off my bar tab with this. Either way.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I'm not gonna ask her that. Yeah, sure. I mean, if it's somewhere, I should.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Fritta. Okay.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint-Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Saint-Baptiste.
Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Interesting.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
No ammonia?
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Ah, damn. need 40 cents. Can you spot me 40 cents?
Yes?
There has to be a way to find 40 cents. Is it 40 cents in the dump? The trash can? About a bottle of magnesium. Probably not the best idea. Or is to take something found at the trash. I mean, I don't really have a choice. Who are you?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Man mutters himself, accenting the beat as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Let's keep going. Maybe tomorrow. I mean, the next, not tomorrow, but like when we got more time. I need 40 cents. Bold slogan. Humanox. What's this?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
This looks incredibly unsafe.
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II,
Squanderer.
opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What do I see?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
Yeah.
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution, but the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
I mean, I can think of it, and so I can't really.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Tell me, encyclopedia in my brain. What do you do?
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago?
Alright, fine.
High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
Okay, now I'm just insulted. By the way, that's not 40 cents. Sweet, $1. Or a real. A foreign car. I can buy medicine now that I have $1.63. And I guess we'll end off by checking that body.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste
Take an
Pharmaceutics logo.
ampoule of ammonia.
Okay, don't like overdo it or something.
Thank you. A thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting, used to treat fainting spells. Why, if it's supposed to treat faint, I mean, I guess it'll keep me from fainting, smelling the body, I guess. And that must be that strike they were talking about. But we can check that later. Oh, yeah, we didn't check this fence, did I?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
So, why am I looking at
Cop
this?
habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think?
Probably. Probably not.
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
I mean, it's over a third of a chance.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
Start, crash, reverse, turn.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager.
Alright.
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building.
Good thing I didn't, or... Oh, didn't say it was me?
Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
What is this connected?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
Yeah, right.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went. If you find the time.
I'll do that after the body.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly city.
Alright. Body. You kids still having fun throwing rocks?
There are several footprints in the mud,
Oh.
left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Hey, Lieutenant. We got tracks. I mean, what?
What do you think you
Damn.
are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Alright, fine. Back to the body, then.
There he still is, looking right through you.
17.
With his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Try again.
The ammonia only makes it worse.
God
The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Alright, there we go.
Are you okay, officer?
You feel the lieutenant pat you on the back. Heavy, rhythmic pats.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal.
You don't want Kennedy
I've
to do
seen
that.
captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
Oh, how about you?
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
Oh. That's...
Not being hungover helps too.
Yeah, that's, I can't keep it down,
No.
man.
This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
Right?
You need to get your shit together.
All right.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
I have one going too. Volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart. It's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. Supposed to be the opposite. Together. Exactly what I would say. Yeah, alright. Yeah, we still got some time.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Yeah, okay. You can talk to some of those people. You there. You were singing.
Back already?
Come home.
It's the jam, my man.
Yeah, right.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
Now, quick question. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Yeah, right.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
And how long?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Interesting phrase. I can like it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Jesus.
So tell me, what do you need?
Tell me about the strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What do they want?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Yeah?
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
And what do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He makes a ka-ching sound.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
What about you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Of course you say that, electrochemistry. You are literally the chemical reactions of my body.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Oh, that's not gonna work. I know anything about the body.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And what'd you get from that?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Yeah, right. That's fair enough. Fine, sure.
Nope. Don't smoke.
Yeah, right.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Oof.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
Alright.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
And based on French, I don't really know much about the language.
Don't be a stranger.
Gives you a 2-finger salute. Oh, something I can do is I can check where that crashed car could have gone. Ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water. There's a tree in it. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain have almost washed them off. Like, what do you mean? Oh, let's talk to Kim.
Yes?
No, I can't. Who are you?
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Gaston Martin covers his mouth to hide a burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Yeah, right.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
Still chewing on a sandwich. Alright, 2 old guys.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Jesus.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
That sounds like a bad idea. What is it?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Observe.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
The man throws a metal ball towards a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a meter.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
Tries to measure the throw.
I hope you pass out from it, you goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Well. Standing tall and proud, he looks at his partner with disgust.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of petanque.
Okay.
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
One.
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean? Why are you so mean to me?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
-1. I know what the game is. I would have done better.
Sure, officer.
I'm sad.
I am René Arnaud. And my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin.
Martin.
How can we help you?
Man in uniform stands before you, tall and proud. Tell me about the body.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the
In
locals?
Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
And what about you then?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary,
I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Thank you, I guess. What about you? I hope you're more pleasant.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Must be a good sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
You do get a point.
Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
I'm not gonna ask the man for a bite of a sandwich. Tell me, what you know about this man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Nothing?
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
No, you know, I appreciate that, but alright.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
The old Carabiner can't believe what he's hearing. But it sounds like holding something back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Jesus.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
And who is Evrard?
Evrard Clare. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Oh, gymnasium. So it's like is it like Germany, where it's like the higher schooling?
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Jim, you're right.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Old men that hate each other. Yeah, no, the two angry old men seem to just hate each other. Well, I mean, René does.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Alright, do you think I should ask for a bite of a sandwich? Should I? Be like, can I have some of that? I mean, I highly doubt I'll be able to afford anything. I've got 63 cents. Should I ask him to share some food? What do you think? Alright. So, can I have some of that?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
No, yeah. Like I said, a big delay. Like, yeah. On my end, yeah, there's like must be a big delay between stream and viewer. On Twitch, it was nearly instant whenever I got a message. Must be a difference between Twitch and YouTube's streaming things. Interesting. Also, I feel it in my bones. This is a bad idea.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then.
It's him to relinquish his sandwich. Legendary Czech rhetoric. Either way, one more minute, in-game minute, until I pass enough time to internalize a thought. Well, let's go down. What's this? This has been bothering me. Oh. Who's this guy? Oh. What was that? Come on. Oh.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Howdy.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer.
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Alright, what's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
I appreciate that you're answering this earnestly. I hope this doesn't break you. Tell me, what's a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
You know what? I appreciate you're being extremely earnest. It's an actual answer. I appreciate that. I'm sorry how you explained to me what a book is. Thank you.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Experience. Ask you a question.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is it on, man? Who are famous people?
Kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
Scratches her cold reddened cheek and continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Yeah. Those famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. She sounds so...
Annette's expression remains ever so
Ugh.
helpful,
I'm
but
sorry.
she doesn't say anything.
I'm sorry. I'm just...
Okay.
She looks at you a lot. I'm sorry. I just wanted to pass the time. Oh, that's the thought.
Volumetric ship compressor.
Yep. Oh.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
I see. What do I get? All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Oof. Yeah, right. Well, I mean... Yeah, there we go again. Oh. Oh, I thought we could... Oh, okay, so those are the experience points we got. Alright. Well, thank you for your time. I needed to pass the time. I'm sorry. Let's look let's probably vomit for a third time. Still throwing rocks.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below
Shit.
is entirely dedicated
entirely
to
compressed.
that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Alright.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
I'd say about that. I'll look at the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Oh, but this man's just naked.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
And the armor?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
The rest?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
It's just, there's no rest of the armor. No. Although, what if?
No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Then where are they?
Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for the red hat thing.
Okay.
I hear you talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
Fuck
You
you.
wanna fuck me, huh? You wanna fuck the Kuno?
They
Moving
usually
on.
hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total Victopaz.
Yeah, material doesn't look.
It is. It's expensive.
He draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Not much.
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
I'm not gonna say this out loud. A lot?
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
I can afford expensive
That's
hardware.
for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
For 4 years salary for armor? That guy's a guard? That's the others too.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the
A
boot.
small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
I see.
Like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae, ebony perhaps.
I was like, Ligma. What's it remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Yeah, sure, touch it.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Hey, Kim, look, a serial number. Serial number.
Can you read it to me?
E50, 100, 1000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
I'm taking the boot.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
May have been a bad idea.
Stop!
He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
We go with the boot.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Why's he letting
Yeah,
Bertie
I'm not.
know?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
I will kill you.
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
Would you believe me if I said I thought it would look good on me?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Jesus.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt.
Lashing
Big
belt?
brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
It don't ask me how I know, but I know this.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
It's reinforced.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
So we're assuming it's dock workers?
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
I don't know. Just the work from a strike. Like, imagine kill this guy in super armor.
Yes, it often is. This bed worries me.
Definitely want him to stay
I
up
was
there.
afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
But if that ladder isn't supposed to, like, can't support an adult weight, how do they get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Yeah?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you?
Nah.
I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
I see.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Oh yeah, tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Web of blue lines. Is it a pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
Yeah, we're missing something.
I agree.
A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What was that?
A Trigger Sunshine Mini.
See?
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Reaches two metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into the sides of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then
Sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Jesus.
In case we need it.
What do we need it for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Mind give it to me? Maybe I can, with my mind thinking straight without alcohol or corpse. I can think about it.
Just don't lose it.
I won't. No larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Who are you, dead man?
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Fuck.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
I kick him.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Square
As you
take a
narrow
step
your
back.
eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Ew.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
You know, squinting doesn't actually help.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Alright, Kim, how do we get this down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Right, I checked everything. You got a plan?
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much in the middle.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
The just saw the
Climb
branch?
up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
And someone fell.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yeah, that's also a good point.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Is there anyone else we could do?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
No, someone like just someone else.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective.
Yeah.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, The others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Shoot the bell.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Okay, you got a point.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
I'll try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
You know what, Kim? You can choose.
What else can we do?
Okay, never mind. I mean, we gotta have, like, shooting is a bad idea. We can't just leave them up there. We gotta have someone for help, man.
Okay. They do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
They can get him down too.
Okay. Let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
How do we get
From
inside?
the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
Yeah, probably. Picture.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar.
Who are
Gone.
you? Meaning of the photo.
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
We could show this to Renee. Or the other guy. And then we can put a skill point to something. Okay, so we got some things that are 4. I mean, that's a 2. Tune into, like, I mean... Yeah. Tune into... Let me just feel the energies of the world. Huh, no sound. Alright. Give that a good save. And I think we're good for the day. Gone on, I went on a bit, like 30 minutes longer past end time. But that was solely because, well, I mean, stream started like 30 minutes late. I mean, that aside, I still feel good about it. I still feel good about how today went. Lots of progress, and like so far, the game that seemed quite interesting. We managed to avoid vomiting. Yeah, and I want to thank you all for showing up. You know, it's real nice. It's always nice to share an experience with other people. Especially get them into the thought process. I haven't exactly thought about what I'm gonna do for next week, so I'll draft off a schedule for next week and share that when I can. But I suppose it's time to head off on the dusty trails now, and may your trail take you somewhere nice.